Scott, it's evening time over here in Malaysia. Thank you for taking the time to do this with Enterprise IT News. A lot has happened since we last met in Las Vegas. We kind of missed each other in London as well. And I
Yeah,
understand
by
that
a
you did a
week.
lot by a week. And I understand that you did a lot of traveling even before that and also after that. Perhaps you were going around meeting customers or partners and so on and so forth. And with your ears to the ground in that sense, what is the feedback that you've been hearing, and how do you think the industry is receiving Dell's AI factory,
Yeah,
if we can
first
call
off,
it that?
yeah, the travels have been fantastic. I think the reception we've received globally has been great around our vision for the AI factory and how it is helping to make AI real for the enterprise. When you take a look at the factory, we really provide end-to-end solutions, all the way from kind of innovation inception through operationalization and scaling that really help customers in the enterprise across their full AI transformation journey. When
Mm,
you take a look at what we're doing from a services standpoint and professional services, look, technology is obviously a very critical part of the AI factory, but for customers to realize the full benefit of AI transformation, they really have to address the people and process elements as well. And that's where Dell Professional Services is really helping organizations drive the people, process, and technology transformation as a whole
mm,
to drive AI adoption and AI transformation. The change, the differences and things, patterns we see regionally are very, very interesting. When we take the UK in particular, where yes, unfortunately missed you just by a week there.
yeah,
But when you take a look at what's going on in the UK,
yeah.
very interesting things we're seeing in terms of public-private collaboration and partnership around
Hmm.
sovereign AI capabilities. One of
Hmm.
the things that you may have heard about with Dell is Project Dawn, which is essentially the UK's most powerful AI supercomputer. It was a partnership between ourselves, the University of Cambridge, and UK Research and Innovation, which is designed to accelerate breakthroughs in healthcare, climate modeling, and life sciences.
Hmm.
And a good example of what we see in UK, Europe, and more broadly, but particularly in UK,
Hmm.
around how government-backed initiatives and industry partnerships are coming together to drive innovation.
Let's dive into the Dell factory a little bit more, right? Different people call
Mhm.
it different things. The different media outlets are calling it different things. I myself, when I wrote about it, I called it a shift from infrastructure to a platform that is pluggable. This really is a platform that is pluggable, with startups, services.
Mhm.
And it also has an independent motion whereby professional services also works with the customers and co-create and co-innovate with them, right? It's also eye-opening for me because I realized that not many companies actually has the heft and the breadth to be able to do something like this, right? To create a platform ecosystem. That's
Correct.
that's how that's how I see it as. So
Yeah,
could this be a first mover advantage of sorts? So, and if yes, how do you plan to keep this lead, and what is the role that professional services can play here?
yeah, absolutely. So, just taking a step back, the role that professional services plays within Dell is we are 100% focused on helping customers get the value and outcomes they're looking for from their investments in Dell technologies and our kind of partner ecosystems. So
Mhm.
everything we're focused on is helping customers realize value, realize outcomes from kind of the AI factory and the AI factory related solutions. I think your characterization of the AI factory is accurate, but I would add one thing to it. It clearly is a platform, to help customers accelerate innovation and adoption. But on top of that platform, you may have seen we also are introducing specific solutions that are deployed and built on the platform.
Mhm.
So for areas like digital assistance or code assistance or enterprise search or agentic AI, We also, from a services standpoint, have collaborated with our product group in ISG and CSG to bring together solutions that are pre-built on top of the factory as well, which again help customers accelerate the value they're getting from AI and driving AI adoption. So when you take a look at the AI factory, our professional services really provide all the needed capabilities across the full AI transformation journey so customers can get the value out of the AI factory.
Can you like briefly maybe walk us through what it was before? What did it have to do to be what it is today? And how much further is this journey going to be for professional services?
The areas that we focus on for professional services is the transformations that we see our customers most frequently driving in the marketplace. So as our customers are driving transformation in those areas, they're having challenges not just around the technology, but also the people and the process issues. And that's where Dell Professional Services comes in to tie that all together to help customers drive end-to-end transformational outcomes across their most important strategic priorities.
But if you
Okay.
could also perhaps share some examples, one or two examples of use cases or customer pain points that really stand out for you, that you feel that were unique, and that other organizations in the same industry can, really learn from.
Yeah, one is clearly around kind of the AI factory and a couple of areas there. One is helping understand and prioritize use cases. That's one clear area. Another one is around implementing and standing up the AI factory and helping customers really get that day one capability to start to drive AI innovation. Another one is around the data. So a lot of our customers are struggling with how to organize, classify, catalog, label, prepare their data for AI. That's an area that we bring distinctive capabilities in. We have a very unique position and capability there we bring to help customers with AI and
Yes.
data. And then the unique capabilities too around AI factory and the solutions and helping making that real with the partner ecosystem we've developed. The other thing I'll note that gives us a great advantage is we work very, very closely with Dell IT on driving the internal AI transformation here at
Yes.
Dell.
Hmm.
So they are essentially our customer zero in a lot of these cases.
Yes.
And Dell is really on the leading edge. It's a great opportunity for our professional services organization to help them, but also learn and then bring those best practices and knowledge to our customers as well.
Yeah, but something really stood out for me about Dell's experience of eating its own dog food was having
Mhm.
to appoint a chief AI officer. Can
Correct.
you
Yeah.
can you zoom a little bit more into that? How was the experience around that?
Yeah, and that really became to be right around the time we were struggling with the massive use cases. So essentially, what we've done is create a kind of AI use case review board. That's one of the first things that our chief AI officer put into place, which was
Okay.
designed to really to put in place the governance structure, approval, prioritization, a process for ensuring that we were focused on the right use cases and that
Hmm.
we were focused on implementing them the right way. So that the AI officer, many responsibilities, but one of the initial ones was really around kind of this initial use case activity and in providing the governance structure and framework to help prioritize and drive that internally.
Okay. So Scott, you brought it up. You said it yourself, right? You said that phrase to ensure that the right use cases were selected and implemented in the right way. So what is the right use
Mhm.
case, and what does the right way look to Dell?
Yeah, I think one is just clearly prioritizing based on business impact and ROI. But one of the key challenges we found from a Dell standpoint is you may have had similar use cases emerging in different parts of the organization. Dell is a very large global organization, and for example, from a code assistance standpoint, we may
Yeah,
have had a number of different development organizations looking at different ways to leverage code development and code assistant Gen AI solutions.
I
So
see.
part of that is bringing that together and creating a common view on how we want to standardize and go adopt similar common types of use cases, particularly when it's common users, leveraging common data sets, and implementing using common models. Part of it is taking a look at the broad use cases and trying to bring those together and align and group them in a way that maximizes the ROI and ensures we're getting the most out of our AI investments, if that makes
Mm.
sense.
Yeah. Can you add a bit of color in terms of like change management, the people management part of all this endeavor which you just shared just now, having to communicate with the whole organization, having to like surface that there are different parts of this very huge, large global organization that actually has a common thread in terms of the, code assistance. All of these different people from different locations to feedback and kind of like contribute towards this AI solution.
Yeah, I think it's the change management challenge is absolutely real, but it's very common to transformation in general. So we were talking earlier about the fact that anytime you're driving transformation, whether that be AI or other types of transformation, what you really need to do at the end of the day is drive process and people transformation to get the value out of the use cases. So a lot of what needs to be done is that classic change management work, understanding who are your
This
different user personas, user types. How are you going to change the business process? How is their role going to kind of look differently? How are you going to measure the business process to determine impact? So
Wow.
driving that overall change management program, understanding what's the new process look like, but then also how are you going to measure from a KPI and metric standpoint the transformation to ensure that you're on track. So that's a critical part of the AI transformation journey as well, is
Mm.
helping to kind of drive that change within the organization around people and process as well.